Hi everyone, today we're going to talk about why you feel drained around certain people. This is a conversation on doing shadow work, specifically in terms of, or the perspective of intercultural codes. Now, this subject line has been discussed many times over by psychologists, healers, and spiritual gurus, and so on and so forth. And often the conversation tend to dive into the aspect of energy vampirism, which is 100% common in such situations. But in this video, we're going to talk about 3 aspects of the shadow work that is needed to understand that energetic disposition, as to find ways to overcome it if you are in such situation. So the first aspect of shadow work as it relates to feeling drained around certain people is the understanding that energy vampirism sometimes is covert, sometimes is overt, and sometimes is just unconscious. Some people may be energy vampires, not because they want to, or overtly seek to, or covertly seeking to be that way, but more so because they're just regular average people who just don't know how to heal themselves. They are dealing with things, they don't know how to heal it. Being around certain people who are more high vibrational and more energetically coherent make them feel good, so they tend to seek those type of people to be around so they can, of course, feel better about themselves. That happens often. And of course, the most common aspect is the energy vampirism from narcissists. These people know exactly what they're doing, and of course target those who are more energetically coherent as to be a draining source. Now, one aspect of this particular narcissism aspect is the fact that when you are being drained, sometimes it's not so much that you are dealing with a narcissist that is doing what they're doing. That is a common behavior that they may embody, covertly or overtly. But it's also that you may be seeking validation from such individuals. Because when you are seeking validation and you encounter such individuals who are well aware of what they're doing, the aspect of seeking validation open yourself up emotionally to be drained because you are infringing upon your own emotional boundary. So seeking validation from an individual of such disposition is just open the door wide open to be drained. And such individuals may be emotionally astute to know what is going on and may even manipulate you to seek validation from them, therefore opening yourself up even more to be drained. So that is one thing that one must be aware of and recognize when one is experiencing such draining experience. To ask oneself what is going on. Is it due to a validation manipulation disposition, or is just a straight feeling of being drained because you may be participating in the experience as well? One aspect of it, the third aspect of this that I want to speak of, is the following. when you're feeling drained, one thing that one must understand is that you have a certain type of emotion or a certain disposition that you and the other individual share. And that convergence becomes a portal, if you will, quote unquote, to invite that experience to happen. So when those situations happen, one thing that one can work on is, what is it that you have emotionally you have in common that is becoming the grounding source for that experience? So those are the three aspects of the shadow work that is important in identifying the different disposition and aspect of feeling drained among or when you are in a vicinity or in communion with someone who has such emotional disposition. Thanks for watching this video. Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.